again, explorers. It looks like we've made it to the rainforest. I can't believe all the beautiful colors. There's so much to see and hear and even to smell and touch. We're down here on the ground and the soil here is very warm and moist. And you can feel the moisture in the air too. Everywhere you look, there are colors of plants, trees, and even creatures. But for just a minute, I want you to close your eyes and imagine that all of that is gone. If your eyes are closed, all you see is black. You see nothing. So just imagine nothing. Okay, you can open your eyes again because I have a question for you. Do you like stories? I do. I love stories. But do you know how all stories start? As a blank page, like a black space, like, nothing. The world that we live in is actually one big, amazing story. But it started out, just like I was saying a minute ago, as nothing. Well, nothing that is, except for God. That's right, God was there before anything else existed. So if you close your eyes and think about that black space or that blank page, then you can imagine that God opened his mouth and spoke what would happen next. The Bible, which is God's word, and the story that he's writing tells us that in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. God took the big space with nothing in it and he started to create. Now here's the thing though, have you ever started out to maybe draw a picture or maybe make something out of clay or to craft something? And so you have an idea in your mind of what it will look like. And then you get started and maybe it gets a little messy here or it's not quite right there. And you get done and it's just not quite how you imagined it was going to be. Has that ever happened to you? Well, when God makes something, that never happens. The Bible tells us that God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God said, "Let there be sky and land," and there was. Everything that God spoke into creation was exactly as he wanted it to be. Because you see, God doesn't make mistakes. All throughout the universe and throughout the ages of history, God shows his creativity. It's incredibly amazing. Who else could think of all the amazing animals? Right now, I want you to think of the most amazing animal you can think of. And on the count of 3, we're going to yell it out. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow, those are lots of great animals. And guess what? God thought up all of them. You know where else God shows his creativity? In you. You started out as a blank page, a story for God to write. Even before you were born, God had a purpose and a plan for you, and a story that he wrote just for you. And you know what? If God has a plan and a purpose for the animals and the plants and the dirt to grow and become a rainforest, what kind of awesome story do you think he has for you? I know it's a great one, and I can't wait to hear all about it.